Team, we're gonna do some Dr. Pepper marinated pulled pork today. Guys, we're gonna do it on our new Badger barrel from Pit Barrel Cooker. But guys, you follow these steps, it'll work for any smoker. The first thing I did was actually get that pork butt marinated. Now this is about 10 pounds, not a very big one, but you know, it's good enough to feed the fam. All right, it's bone in, right? I took it out of that packaging, got in a little prep tub here. I scored that fat cap, all right? You need to do that so it lets a little bit more of that seasoning penetrate in there. So much good flavor. It helps kind of render out that fat too. And then we poured 2 liters of Dr. Pepper over the top. Threw that lid on, and then we got it in the fridge. We let it go overnight, about 20 hours worth. You can go a little bit longer, right? But that's about where we're at today. Next day, here we are. Took that marinade, dumped it out. You're obviously not gonna drink that. You're not gonna need that Dr. Pepper anymore. And we got it in here and we're seasoning it up with a little Cosmos Q, salt, pepper, garlic, the SPG, and then the honey chipotle killer bee rub too. We're adding tons of flavor to this pork butt. Now, you cannot over season this, all right? Just trust me, it's such a big piece of meat. You're just covering the outside, getting it nice and seasoned up. And then we're throwing our hooks in, right? Because we're hanging this in that barrel cooker outside. If you're using any other smoker, whatever, obviously you're not needing hooks. You can skip that step. But one step I don't want you guys to skip, it's using the brand new ThermoPro XR. This thing right here, it takes it off your phone and lets you have a transmitter just chilling, right? So it has those waterproof TempSpike probes that you love, real thin, real compact, right? But the XR has a range that's 5 times longer than any other Bluetooth thermometer out there. That range can go through brick walls, it go through the metal of your oven. Guys, it's pretty dope. Now this base right here alone goes 1,000 feet. But when you pair it up with that booster that I already have, you know, outside in the back next to the cook, guys, you can go 2,000 feet. I went on a little walk to test the range. There's my mailbox, you know, gotta walk there. My house is the one way over there in the corner with that big truck on the left, right? Still getting the read on the temp here. I walked another half a block that way and still had the read on it. So 2,000 feet with that booster, looking pretty good, y'all. So I was going through many houses and I still had complete range. Knew exactly what was going on with this bad boy. With the TempSpike XR, you don't have to worry about Wi-Fi disconnections or that radio frequency interference. The TempSpike XR's RF technology takes care of those issues, ensuring you have a stable connection without being limited by Wi-Fi signals. And I tell you what, I swear by all my ThermoPro products, guys, I've been a partner with them for a lot of years now. Don't let me down, all right? So if you want to check out this TempSpike XR, guys, I'll put a link down below. My link can save you a little bit of cash at checkout, and I think you're gonna wanna check this one out. Next thing we did was we got our barrel set up. Now I'm using some lump charcoal in there. It's a Fireball brand if you care. We're getting a bunch of that charcoal in the basket of that barrel. And we're gonna scoop out the middle charcoal and put it in the Pit Barrel Cooker chimney to start that fire. So we're gonna use a little fire starter in there. Throw that chimney on top, give it about 10 minutes to start burning all the way through, and then we'll dump the charcoal right in the middle. So what we're doing is pretty much doing the minion method. Now with that minion method, it gives us a little slow burn from the inside out. So it's not like just putting a big basket of hot charcoal in there, right? It's giving you something that gives you a slow, consistent burn, so you get that, you know, consistent heat going on. Once we got that charcoal lit in there, I threw a couple of pieces of oak wood that I have in there. So you can use apple, cherry, oak, whatever you want to use. It's a big pulled pork, so you're just imparting tons of smoke and tons of flavor. Now we're going to try to keep this pit between 300 and 325, give or take. We're gonna do hot and fast on this pork butt. I want to eat this for dinner tonight. We're gonna open up that vent a little bit on the top there, so we let some oxygen in there, keep that heat, you know, where we want it. We're taking that pork butt to like 165, 170, okay? Giving it tons and tons of smoke. But then we're gonna take it, put it in a tray, wrap it up with a bunch of goodies, including some more Dr. Pepper. But other than that, guys, we're gonna chill until the time comes, till our XR lets us know it's up to temp. But in the meantime, guys, hit that thumbs up, share this out, subscribe if you're not. Also, one thing, I'm doing a new feature with YouTube. You can collaborate with other channels. So I'm going to start, when I do these barbecue videos, I'm going to collaborate with my barbecue channel. A lot of you guys don't know, I have a barbecue channel. It's called CJ's Q. So if you want to check it out, my goal in the new year is to start kind of posting more, obviously, barbecue content in that, then maybe pull a little bit back of the barbecue content on my main channel here. So if you guys want to check it out, subscribe over there too. Be very cool, very helpful. All right, guys. I'll see you in a second. All right, team. We got it up to 170. Now it's time to get this beast in the house. Got my little hook grabber thing here. Look at that gloriousness right there. Woo. We're gonna go ahead and throw this in a pan and take it in the house and get it wrapped up. Look at that bark, that color, baby. All right, let's get inside. Team, we're back in the house. We got the hooks out. I'm gonna take the probe out real quick. Got another little can of Dr. Pepper here. We're gonna pour this over. This is gonna be our part of our braising liquid going in. It's a little 7-ounce can. Obviously, I use that full 2-liter for the marinade. Add a little of the Cosmos competition blend, right? Got my Costco size bottle of honey. A lot of people would throw some pats of butter in here, but it's still got plenty of fat, even though a lot has rendered. So I don't feel like we need to add extra fat. A little more honey chipotle killer bee. Got some foil. Put it over the top and get it nice and sealed up. Let's get that probe back in. Okay. I brought the booster in. We don't really need it right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. And we're back in the house. We still got our base right here. One thing I want you to see is this has preset meat temperatures and tastes on there. So rare, medium rare, whatever. The only thing that doesn't change is chicken. That stays at 165. The well done for the pork was 170, which we hit that. And that's when we wanted to come in and wrap it. Now I went to the program setting, just the extra, unlabeled setting, and then turn that internal temp that we want to hit up to 205. Okay, so that's what I was showing right here. That's why we put the probe back in. We still want to, track those temps, right? Right. What are we going to do different? Well, we have this thing wrapped up and we're going to throw it in the oven. I have the oven set for 300 degrees and we're going to let it finish out in the oven. Now, this comes from my old friend, Harry Sue. It's a great barbecue ambassador, pit master out there. All right. And he tells you BTU is BTU. So we could go throw this back on the pit and then have to keep monitoring those temps and, add more charcoal if we need, whatever. But since it's wrapped, we're not getting any more smoke in this bad boy. I'm gonna throw it in the oven for the final braise, okay? So like he says, BTU is BTU. So heat is heat, so it doesn't matter and we don't have to mess around with being outside anymore. We'll finish this up in the oven. Once it hits to that 205, 210 and it's probe tender, right? Meaning we'll take a temp probe right here and, push it in. If it goes in like butter, comes out real clean like, then we know it's done. Once that happens, we'll pull it out and let it rest. Probably a couple hours. We want to make sure that it gets plenty of time to relax. Juices do what they do, absorb, relax, you know what I'm saying? So let your pulled pork rest for a couple hours, okay? Wrap it in a towel, put it in the cooler, whatever you want to do. Cool? Cool. All right, this is going in the oven and we'll see you in a sec. All right, guys, we had this in the oven, pull it out, let it rest for a little while. At least a couple hours, but you can see this is what I'm talking about when it's probe tender. There's no resistance, right? So it's gonna make it easy to pull this pork. Yeah, so let's open this bad boy up. Oh, it's looking good, folks. True test of tender pulled pork is that bone comes out nice and clean like, and we'll just use it to smash it up, baby. I like to pull this in the juice. All that good flavors in there. It's a little squishy, as Mrs. CJ likes to say. But that is spectacular. Beautiful, guys, beautiful. Tons and tons of flavor. Tender as can be. This is gonna make some good eating for sure. But I got the rest of this barbecue sauce going in. A little bit more of that honey chipotle going in. And it's ready to eat, folks. All right, let's get a bite. All right, y'all, time to take a bite. Real quick, again, if you guys want to get that TempSpike XR, links down below. All right, don't forget, check it out. But other than that, guys, let's take a bite. So tender, so juicy. Ooh, all right, let's get by. Oh, man. Next level flavors, guys. If you can get a hold of one of them barrel cookers, And I'll put the link down to Pit Barrel, or Pit Barrel Cooker owns Badger Barrel. I'll put a link down below. Get one of those bad boys, because something about how that, the fat and all those juices, render down into the fire and produces that good steam and smoke going on. This heavy duty is really good, y'all. That's it for this one. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for cooking with CJ. Take care.